Welcome to the Trucker Man Live. I'm your host, Willie Glenn Jr., also known as the Trucker Man. Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna jump right off into it. Today's topic is going to be managing layover time effectively. A trucker's guide to mastering downtime in 2026. Okay, I'm gonna be reading this article off my website, so y'all can just follow along. And once I'm done, you can go to the website or go back to the website and read this article for yourself. Okay. Hey there, driver. The trucking industry loses over 3 billion annually to unpaid detention time. That's a staggering amount of cash left on the table while we sit staring at warehouse walls. We've all felt that familiar bite of frustration when a 2 hour window turns into a 6 hour ordeal. It's more than just lost wages. It's the mental fatigue of cab fever and the collapse of your daily routine. Because your time is your most valuable asset, managing layover time effectively is the only way to protect your bottom line when the wheels stop spinning. We know the struggle of keeping your head straight and your business profitable when you're stuck in a lot. This isn't just a job, it's a lifestyle that demands you stay one step ahead of the clock. This veteran led guide from the trucker man will help you transform those stagnant hours into professional growth and personal recovery. We'll dive into the current 2026 detention pay standards, look at essential gear for your sleeper berth, and provide a blueprint for maintaining your health while you wait for the green light. Okay, the key takeaways today are going to be we're going to learn the critical legal distinctions between detention and layover to ensure you're collecting every dollar you're owed in the 2026 market. And listen, there are distinctions between detention and layover. Okay, the second key takeaway, we are going to discover how veteran owner operators are managing layover time effectively by scouting high paying hazmat and specialized niches while the wheels are stopped. Master the art of cab organization to turn your sleeper berth into a purpose hub for both professional work and deep recovery. Beat the mental fog of isolation with specialized truck stop wellness routines designed to keep you sharp for your next 11-hour shift. And gain a competitive edge on low boards by positioning yourself to be the first caller for premier rates while the competition is still sleeping. Okay, now the table of contents. Defining layover versus detention. Why every minute counts. The second one, professional growth. Using layovers to level up your career. The third content, the essential layover gear. Turning your cab into a productive hub. Okay. The fourth thing we are going to learn from the table of contents, health and wellness strategies for extended downtime. All right, the last thing under the table of contents, we are going to learn maximizing your next haul, prep, and load boards. Okay, now let's talk about defining layover versus detention and why every minute counts. Let me get myself situated here. Okay, it said you've been there. The dock light stays red. The warehouse manager is nowhere to be found. And your 14-hour clock is bleeding out. In the 2026 market, the line between detention and layover isn't just semantics. It's the difference between a profitable week and a loss. Managing layover time effectively starts with understanding that detention is the immediate, often unpaid waiting period at a shipper or receiver. Industry data shows that the trucking sector loses over $3 billion annually to unpaid detention time. Wow. A layover, however, is a more significant break in the action. To protect your paycheck, you must document every minute. Use your ELD to timestamp your arrival and departure. And don't be afraid to push for detention pay, which currently ranges from $50 to $125 per hour after the initial 2-hour window. To better understand how different transport sectors calculate delay times, watch this helpful video. Okay, I'm gonna stop reading for a minute. I'm gonna play this 1 minute and 46-second video for you all, and I'll be right back.
All right, listen up. If you have been planning a trip, now is the time to get a handle on how airline layovers work.
For example, how do airlines figure out the time between connecting flights? And what are your rights if your first plane runs late and then you miss the second plane? Allison Gormley tells us what's the deal with all of this.
The option to book a non-stop flight just isn't always on the table. So enter layovers. So how do airlines figure out what's enough time to make a connecting flight?
Airlines won't allow you to book a ticket that doesn't meet the MCT, the minimum connection time.
Katie Mastro with Going said minimum connection times vary by airline and other factors, including airport size. For example, Southwest Airlines told me their minimum times range from 35 to 50 minutes. 35 minutes would be for a smaller airport.
Just know with a bit of confidence that if you are booking a ticket that has, say X amount of time to connect, that airline, has done the homework.
You also need to know your comfort level, because if it takes you a little bit of time to get around, the minimum connection time could be tight. And if you miss the connecting flight and it's on a different airline, you're out of luck because the airlines don't talk to one another.
They're saying to themselves, okay, hey, this person didn't show up. They didn't want to take this flight. So then it becomes void.
If you miss the connecting flight and it's on the same airline itinerary, they'll handle rebooking you. Now, to help you understand your rights and the rules, no matter what the situation is, the Department of Transportation created an airline cancellation and delay dashboard. It breaks down different issues, from families sitting together to meal vouchers. Allison Gormley, 13 News.
Okay, that video pretty much was talking about airlines, but it's still, I think it still coincides in a way with trucking. But every piece of content somebody can get some out of it. That's why I kind of pretty much played the video. So, but let me get back into the article. Now, let's talk about the economics of the sleeper berth. And this is a real important one. It says, think of your cab as your mobile headquarters. An hour spent idling isn't just burning fuel. It's a missed opportunity to refine your business strategy. Successful owner-operators use this downtime to audit their maintenance logs or research high-quality tarps and straps from MIT products to ensure their next specialized load is secure. Investing in durable gear from MIT products ensures you aren't wasting downtime on equipment repairs later. Always keep your logs clean during these periods. A clean inspection is money in the bank, and a tidy logbook makes it much easier to justify layover pay to a skeptical broker. Remember that layover pay in 2026 typically ranges from $75 to $300 per day. If you wait until you're already stuck to negotiate your detention rate or a truck order not used, guarantee you've already lost your leverage. Okay. Regulatory impacts on layover management. It say your strategy for the day is often dictated by ELD compliance. These devices are the ultimate truth tellers for when your duty status changes. It's vital to stay within the strict HOS or hours of service regulations while utilizing personal conveyance where legal to find better amenities. Layover is a 24-hour period away from home, base where the driver is relieved of all duty. Knowing this legal threshold helps you stand your ground when dispatch tries to force a load before you had a proper reset. By managing layover time effectively, you pivot from a driver who is stuck to a business owner who is prepared. Viewing the downtime as a business maintenance window keeps your mind sharp and your business moving forward. Okay, the next paragraph talks about personal growth and using layovers to level up your career. Okay, it says managing layover time effectively isn't just about catching up on sleep. It's about out earning the guy in the next lane. While the FMCSA provides an official definition of detention time, they don't tell you how to profit from it. The most successful owner operators I know treat a layover like a high stakes strategy session. They're digging into market research, looking for those high paying hazmat loads or specialized flatbed hauls that the average driver avoids because they require more effort. If you want the big checks, you need the right credentials and the right connections. Use this quiet time to network. Walk into the truck stop, grab a fresh cup of coffee, and talk to the guys pulling the oversized loads. They'll tell you which carriers are treating drivers right and which lanes are currently paying the best rates. Success in this industry isn't just about miles, it's about knowledge. When the wheels stop, the learning shouldn't. You can't control the freight market, but you can control your readiness to tackle it. Use these pauses to audit your own performance. Are you seeing patterns in where you get stuck? Is there a specific niche that seems to keep moving when others are dry? This is the time to find those answers. It's about the hustle. Staying stationary doesn't mean staying stagnant. Okay, investing in specialized training. Don't let your certifications gather dust while you wait for a load. Use your downtime to sharpen your edge by completing courses at the DLA Academy. Whether you're looking to master cargo securement or just want to brush up on the latest regulations, the DLA Academy provides the tools you need to stay ahead. It's also the perfect time to review the CDL pre-trip inspection. Mastering the checklist ensures you don't get sidelined by a DOT officer for something as simple as a frayed belt or a leaking valve. When you're proactive, you're profitable. That little noise in the background, that little beat that you all hear, that's my fire alarm. I need to cut that thing off. But it just constantly beat. But I guess it's gonna beep until I cut it off. Okay, if you notice in this particular paragraph right here where it pointed out the DLA Academy, CDL pre-trip inspection, if you scroll down through this arc, back down through this arc at the top, see right there where it says ELDT training, you can go right there, or right here, or right there where it says courses. And that's where you can purchase these trainings. They're real reasonable trainings. Like, I think the cheapest one like $15 on here. But when you go here where it says courses, they might go up to like $60. But anyway, they are all good trainings. But I'm just showing you all where to go and find it. Okay, if you come on down right here where it say upgrade your truck game. If you notice that same article was talking about but the one before that, it was talking about where is it? Right here. The economics of the sleeper berth, where it brought up my tea products. Scroll up. Go right there. That's where you can purchase. Just apply. Or click here. That's truck and tow. They're offering a discount right now. Yeah. All the tools you need. But like I said, I'm just showing y'all where to go and get that. Let me get back into this article. All right, now here we go. Market analysis and load planning. Say your 10 or 34-hour reset is the perfect window to analyze capacity rates and freight trends. Don't just wait for a call from dispatch. Get on the boards and see where the volume is moving. Managing layover time effectively means you're already setting up alerts for backhaul opportunities before you even reach the receiver. Look for those gaps in the market where capacity is tight. That's where you find the leverage to negotiate better rates. It's about working on your business, not just in it. For more tips on mastering the road, you can explore further insights at the Trucker Man, which is where you are now on this website. Okay, right in this article, it talked about, I want to point something out. In the previous article, it talked about like when you're sitting, how to make your time valuable by planning and stuff like that. I think in this particular paragraph, he had brought up backhaul opportunities. Okay, we have a load board up here. Go back to the top, right where it say load board. Click on that. Okay, now when you in your spare time, you're not doing anything, you can go here to this load board. We are giving you all a 30-day free trial. Now, after those 30 days, there will be a fee or a price to keep the low board. But we are giving you all 30 free days to try it out, a whole month. But like I was saying in the beginning, while you are sitting there getting unloaded or waiting to get unloaded, go here. Go to this low board. Set up your free account. Get your free 30 days. Look around this site. There are a bunch of good loads on this low board. But you could be sitting there on the low board, planning your next backhaul. And then, like I say, you get 30 free days. So there's something else I wanted to point out. Since that paragraph brought it up. Okay, let me get back into this article. Okay, the next topic in the article. It talks about the essential layover gear, turning your cab into a productive hub. Interesting. When you're stuck in a lot, your cab is your whole world. Just like your house. Managing layover time effectively requires more than just a good attitude. Exactly. It requires the right setup to keep you from going stir crazy. If your sleeper berth looks like a bomb went off, you're never going to feel rested or productive. You need to draw a hard line between your office and your bedroom, even in a tight space. Small adjustments, like a dedicated laptop stand or a portable desk, can flip the switch in your brain from waiting around to getting business done. This isn't just about comfort. It's about maintaining your sanity during a long 34-hour reset. High quality securement gear from Matty products. Here it is again. Saves you time during your next pre-trip because you aren't fighting with tangled or damaged equipment. Think of your cab as a mobile cockpit. Everything should have a place, and every tool should serve a purpose. Let me read that again, but that's important. You say, think of your cab as a mobile cockpit. Everything should have a place, and every tool should have a purpose. When your environment is organized, your mind stays clear. This clarity is what allows you to transition from a driver who is merely surviving the road to a professional who is mastering it. Using your downtime to organize your space means you're already or you're ready to roll. And second, that load is ready. It's about prepared for the next opportunity without the clutter of the last one holding you back. In-cab comfort and productivity tools. You can't run a business on a dead battery. A high quality power inverter is non-negotiable for running your laptop and cooking your own meals, which saves you a fortune compared to truck stop fast food. While you're stationary, take a look at your seating and bedding. Aerobic upgrades are an investment in your career longevity because they prevent the chronic back pain that sidelines so many good drivers. For those small but critical cab repairs, having professional grade tools like truck and tow. That's one of those banners I just quoted up there and show you how to get to it. You just click here, take you to it. In your side box means you won't be waiting for a service truck for a simple fix. Keeping your rig in top shape with gear from truck and tow keeps you moving and keeps your CSA score clean. Okay, flatbed securement and tarping prep. For the flatbedders out there, downtime is the best time to prep for your next haul. That's what I was just saying. During that downtime, go to that load board and be planning your next haul. Don't wait until you're at the shipper to struggle with your equipment. Use the layover to inspect your flatbed truck gear and for any signs aware that could cause a failure on the road. I always recommend pre-folding your tops from my T products while the weather is clear and you have the space. It's a simple it's a simple move that shaves significant time off your loading process. High quality gear from my T products is built to last, but you still need to check your straps and chains. Preparing Repairing a worn strap now is much cheaper than failing a DOT inspection later. When you use your layover to maintain your equipment from IT products, you're ensuring your next haul is safe and compliant. Okay. Now this infographic right here, it goes over some of the stuff we just talked about. Mastering downtime, turn unpaid waiting into a competitive advantage. Then you scroll on down. I'm gonna run to the bathroom right quick. Let y'all check out this while I'm taking this little 2-minute break. Be right back. Okay. Now, let me scroll on down through this infographic right quick. You say know the difference detention versus layover. Right here on the left, we talk about detention. Now I'm not gonna read all of this, but y'all can go and read it a bit later. But it talks about detention, layover. Your cab is your mobile headquarters. The stuff we already went over for the most part. Driver's regulatory toolkit, pro driver takeaways. Like I said, y'all can go back to the website right there after this live is over and read over that infographic. Because if I read everything on the website, I would have ran way over my time for the time that I, want to put into this live. So, yeah, give y'all a little homework. Okay, the next section in this article talks about health and wellness strategies for extended downtime. Hey, driver, let's talk about the most important piece of equipment you own, yourself. Managing layover time effectively means taking care of the engine under your hood or your own hood, specifically your body and your mind. It's easy to fall into the trap of sitting in the driver's seat for 10 hours, only to move to the sleeper berth or the sleeper for another 10. That's a recipe for burnout and long-term health issues that can end a career. You don't need a fancy gym membership to stay fit on the road. A simple truck stop workout using your own body, weight, or resistance bands can keep your blood pumping. Think about doing push-ups against the tire or squats while you're waiting for your paperwork. These small bursts of activity counteract the mental fog that sits in when you're staring at the same four walls for too long. That's true. I took a fitness and nutrition course one time. That's one thing I learned. Some people think a real long workout is how you get yourself in shape or whatever the case, but it's not so much. It's those short bursts of physical contact that you put on your body. You can do like you can do 5 sets of 10 arm curls or whatever the case versus 5 sets of 50s, and you'll feel a whole lot better and you'll get a whole lot more out of it. You'll be surprised if you do 5 sets of 10 arm curls, how you'll feel when you get through. It's a big difference than those big long workouts. Okay, nutrition is the other half of the battle. We all know the siren call of a truck stop, roller grill when you are tired and hungry. But those processed snacks are just fuel for a mid-afternoon crash. Use your downtime to meal prep in the cab. Even a small 12-volt slow cooker or a portable grill can help you whip up real food like chicken and vegetables. This keeps your energy stable and your wallet full. When you eat better, you sleep better. High quality sleep during a layover is non-negotiable. It's the only way to ensure you're fully alert when it's finally time to pull that next load. Okay, physical maintenance for the long haul. Counteracting the physical toll of driving starts with small, consistent movements. Your back and knees take a beating every single day. Incorporating simple stretches into your routine can help counteract trucker's back and that nagging knee pain for climbing in and out the cab. Find a safe, well-lit area near the truck stop for a bit of movement. A 20-minute daily walk can reduce the risk of deep vein thrombosis in long-haul drivers. This isn't just about fitness. It's about making sure you are healthy enough to keep doing the job you love for years to come. For drivers who are also balancing the health needs of a growing family at home, you can check out Pregnancy Magazine for expert guardians on maternal and infant wellness. Supporting the health of loved ones back home is a major part of a driver focus for those helping partners through midlife changes. You can discover balanced menopause for insights into managing symptoms and healthy and health naturally. Mental resilience and community. Isolation can weigh heavy on your spirit when the road is lonely. Managing layover time effectively involves keeping your mental gears turning. Use these hours to reconnect with your family through video calls. Seeing those faces back home reminds you why you're out here grinding. Don't be a stranger at the truck stop either. Engaging with the driver community to share war stories and advice can provide a much needed sense of camaraderie. Set personal goals for your week, whether it's finishing a book or learning a new skill. Having a sense of purpose beyond the next delivery keeps your mind sharp and your morale high. For more strategies on staying healthy and sharp on the road, check out the Driver Wellness Guide at the Trucker Link. All right, maximizing your next haul, prep, and load boards. Okay. Don't forget to go up there and click that link that say load board, get your 30 days free. The difference between a driver who survives and an owner operator who thrives is what they do while the clock is ticking down on reset or on a reset. Managing layover time effectively means you stop being a passenger in your own career. Don't sit back and wait for a dispatcher who might not have your best interests at heart. You need to be the one hunting for the premier freight while the competition is asleep or complaining on social media. You should be eyes on the boards, positioning yourself for the best possible rate. Being the first to call on a hot load is often the only way to secure the margins you need in this volatile 2026 market. Preparation isn't just about the truck. It's about the trailer and paperwork, or the trailer and the paperwork. Use those final hours of downtime to ensure your trailer is spotless. A clean deck or a sweep out box makes the next inspection a breeze and shows the shipper you're pro. Move your paperwork into a digital format, having your BOLs and permits scanned and ready for the next scale house prevents the kind of fumbling that draws unwanted attention from DOT officers. When you're organized, you're efficient. When you're efficient, you're profitable. Mastering the load board. Your phone is your most powerful tool for ending a layover on your own terms. I recommend using 123 load board. You can click here, or you can go back to the top of this website and click that button up there. Again, I recommend using 123 load board to scout for premier freight in your immediate area. Don't just look for the highest rate. Use 123 load board to filter out quick pay options that keep your cash flow healthy. Managing layover time effectively involves booking your next load at least 24 hours in advance. This eliminates dead time after your reset and ensures you're moving the moment your 10 or 34 is up. By staying proactive on 123 load board, you control the lane and the paycheck. Okay, ready for the road. It say before you ever hit on duty, perform a 5-minute pre-trip inspection or pre-trip. This or whatever your company recommend. I know we recommend like 15 minutes pre-trip and 5 minutes post-trip. This isn't your formal inspection, but a quick walk around to ensure no new issues crop up while you were parked. Check your securement, inventory, and make sure your winches and binders from MyT products are staged and ready for use. Having your gear from MyT products organized means you're loaded and strapped while other drivers are still digging through their side boxes. Finally, give the cab one last week. A professional environment leads to professional interactions with customers. When you look like you have it together, people treat you like a master of the road. All right. Take command of your clock and your career. The road doesn't have to be a place where your time and money disappear into the ether. By understanding the legal nuances and detention, investing in your professional skills, and keeping your mind and body sharp, you turn every forced stop into a strategic advantage. Managing layover time effectively is the hallmark of a veteran who knows that the wheels don't always have to be turning to make progress. It's about preparedness. That means everything from your clean cab to your well-maintained gear from MyT products. Stop letting the market dictate your worth. Join over 100,000 professional drivers who use the real-time freight market data to stay ahead of the curve. You can even access exclusive discounts on securement gear from MyT products to keep your overhead low. That's what I was saying about when I showed you all that website earlier where they giving it like 15% discount. And they always giving discounts on that website. Okay, find your next high paying load on 123 load board. I just went over that. And start running on your own terms today. Keep your head up and your eyes on the horizon. We'll see you out there. Okay, frequently asked questions. The first one say, is layover time paid in the trucking industry? Yes. Layover time is typically paid, though the specific rate depends on whether you're a company driver or an owner operator. In the 2026 market, standard layover pay ranges from $75 to $300 a day per day. This usually kicks in when you're stuck in a full 24-hour period due to circumstances beyond your control, such as a missed opportunity by the shipper or an unexpected equipment delay at the terminal. Okay, how do I distinguish between layover and detention pay? You distinguish the two by the duration and the trigger of the delay. Listen close. Detention pay is an hourly rate, often between $50 and $125. That's detention pay. That starts after a standard 2-hour waiting period at a dock. Now, layover pay is a flat daily rate applied when you are relieved of all duty for a 24-hour period away from home. Managing layover time effectively requires knowing which clock is running to ensure you bill correctly. What are the best apps for truck drivers to use during a layover? The best apps for managing downtime include 123 Load Board for proactive load hunting and truck path for finding high quality amenities. For professional development, the DLA Academy app offers courses to sharpen your industry knowledge while you wait. Utilizing these tools helps you stay productive and ensures you aren't just wasting hours scrolling through social media while your truck is stationary and your clock is ticking. Okay, can I leave my truck during a layover at the shipper facility? You generally cannot leave your truck while parked inside a shipper facility due to strict liability and safety regulations. Most warehouses require drivers to remain in the cab or a designated break room if you need to leave for food or supplies. You must check out with security and use personal conveyance to reach a safe parking area or local amenities outside the facility gates. How do I stay healthy while stuck at a truck stop for 24 hours? Staying healthy requires a commitment to movement and conscious eating. Aim for a 20-minute walk around the perimeter of the lot to keep your circulation moving and reduce the risk of deep vein thrombosis. Avoid the high sodium traps of the truck stop daily. Instead, use your in-cab appliances to prepare fresh meals. Small choices like choosing water over soda can significantly impact your energy levels during the extended reset. What gear from my tea products is best for making a sleeper berth more comfortable? For a more restorative berth, look into specialized cab organizers and storage solutions from my tea products. Keeping your workplace or workspace separate from your rest area is easier when your security gear like tarps and straps from my tea products is stored neatly in external boxes. A clean, clutter-free cab is the foundation for managing layover time effectively because it allows for deeper rest and better mental focus. How does managing layover time effectively impact my HOS logs? Managing layover time effectively ensures your electronic logging device, which is ELD, accurately reflects your off-duty or sleeper berth status. Proper management prevents you from accidentally burning through your 14-hour on-duty window while you're actually resting. This precision protects your CSA score and ensures you have a full clock available the moment you're ready to roll, giving you a competitive edge when high-paying loads appear on the boards. What should I do if a shipper refuses to pay detention for a long layover? If a shipper refuses to pay, your first step is to provide methodical documentation from your ELD and arrival timestamps. Contact your broker or carrier immediately to report the delay while it is still happening. Most detention and layover policies are outlined in the rate confirmation. If the shipper won't budge, having a paper trail allows you to escalate the claim through your company billings department or legal channels. Okay, that concludes this article. You can scroll this. What's down below this? That's just my disclaimer. You can leave your comment. You can share this blog post or this article. Leave your comments, your name, email address, website, or whatever the case. And if this box down here below, I put this box down here below this article because I also interview people or have a conversation on my YouTube channel. So if you are interested and want to come on and want to be a guest on my channel, just leave your information down here. Get back with me and I'll set that up. I have to send you a link that you have to log in on in order to do the live. But yeah, if you are interested, just leave your info down there, and then we'll talk about it. But yeah, again, that concludes the end of this article. So I guess until the next article, y'all keep the wheel rolling, and I'm signing off.